Okay, I wanted to do a video of the stuff I picked up in the two packages, which was the Battle of the Planets. I have a range of um, what I learned is this is a book in which you would put your cards in, and what it did is there little plastic sleeves, and each of these would slide down into it. Now they come in this last batch I bought, and as you can tell, there's the Battle of the Planets or Gatchaman. The book's rough, and I'll probably try to clean it up and kind of get it a little bit squared away a little better in time. But some of these last cards I got looked absolutely beautiful. So, again, this one looks extremely sharp and nice looking, and that's the Mark one. Then you have this Princess one. And again, I think she was called June or something like that with it. Now, what he explained to me, these come out in 1972, and there was a 40 card set to come out first, and then the second, they did another 40 card set. So, you have seen some of these that I've showed, but now, you figure there's Tiny, Jason, yeah. And then at that point, these get into episodes and if you are a Battle of the Planets fan, that one you know very well. That is the intro image in which they play. And again, this is all to my knowledge now. Got to go through it, but it should complete my entire run of these all 80 cards. And again, they are all very clear to shots from the show. I've seen animated ones that they pull from the shows and do a terrible job at actually making them look clear. These are actually very clear. Now, I'm guessing that might be writing to tell you some kind of either copyright or the fact of what episode it was. Oh, got that one. That one's another one they put into the sleeve because it was such a sharp looking card. Oh, sorry. We're at 25 now. And again, some of these allows me to complete. I had already some, but having doubles of a 1972 Gatchaman series, which to me is always Battle of the Planets, is not a bad thing. Now, a disappointing part is me and my daughter decided today, more me than her, but we were going to go to a card show, local mall, card shop I go into and get supplies, told me they were going to do a card show. I thought, fantastic. Our area has no real card shops, no real non-sports presence in the area. You got to randomly find stuff, pick it up at things like, antique stores and other stuff. So I was excited that maybe I'd get there and somebody would have a whole bunch of different stuff for me to get into. That right there was 40. The way they described it is that would be the first series that come out. And I'm guessing they just put them out the next series in the same manner. How far apart, I have no idea. So I went in, and I'm usually over at my mom's on Friday night to Saturday, trying to help her do stuff, get things done for her. Me and my daughter stay there, and we're over there. And I tell my mom I'm gonna go to this show, and so I'm pretty excited. And, hadn't been to a real card show in a while. Every one of them I try to get to is too far away. This one's heading right back into my own hometown kind of thing, where I live at, not far from where my mom is. So we get in the car and head out that way. We get there after it starts, which is pretty good. Find out it's at one end of the mall. The mall's kind of dead now in that area on the north side of where I live. But I figured, well, even with like the whole end of the mall there being the stuff, it would be a pretty good size, presence of cards. It literally is almost 90% Pokemon cards. I mean, you can like your Pokemon cards, but for God's sakes, I mean, it's a card show. It's not. It literally was like every person was a Pokemon card one. Even a few young people there, kids that were literally selling Pokemon cards, and there was a handful of sports card stuff, and that was it. It literally was a terrible waste of my time to head over there. I'm just glad it wasn't so far that it was aggravating, because again, I went all the way over there hoping that I would start to find some. So this video you'll see I'll post has these. I have a video with some more cards that I picked up at an antique store, and another video with some comic books I picked up at the antique store. I'll keep them all separated and just post each of the card things. So I wanted to show all of these. So again, if you're like me and you grew up with Battle of the Planets, this is kind of neat to see these images again of some of the episodes. Now, to what extent they did of these, I have no idea. And I still have another set to show y'all from the other ones that I need to do. Alright, that is it. That is all the cards that come in. What do you think of them? How about comment down below? Were you a fan? Did you know Gatchaman first? Or were you a Battle of the Planets fan like me? Who's your favorite? Let me know. Again, appreciate everybody watching, subscribing. Everybody, thanks for everything. And have a fantastic day.